Hey guys, PrinceofMacedon here. Gonna do a commentary video for Total War Rome 2. This will be a Macedon versus Carthage battle. My opponent's name is Calvin Boy 1. He commands the Carthaginians, and I'm commanding my beloved Macedonians. And this map is a very heavily forested one with some very bumpy terrain. And we both have 4 units of Cretan archers. Pretty cool. He has more cav than I do. He has more infantry as well. That's because I'm still rocking out these elite units. And a lot of my viewers don't want me to do that. And rightly so. In this kind of, in this game, the elites aren't as cost effective as the cheaper units. But I still, I still can't see myself going into battle without some of my elites. Such as my companion cav. And my foot companions. But, yeah, occasionally I will take your advice and try these cheaper units. I've done that before in my earlier battles. Especially when I use barbarian factions, I like to max out on my troop counts. I made videos about that too, talking about how it's important that you max out your roster. So that's that. Anyways, my army. I have 1 unit of the companion cav, that's where my general's at. And I have a unit of the Sarissa cav, they are following alongside my companion cav. I have 4 units of Cretan archers. And I got my 1 unit of pikemen over here. I believe 4 units of the foot companions. And 1 unit of the thorax pikes. And on my other side, I got 2 other cav units. It's my Citizen Cav and my Thessalian Cav. They're back here. That's my setup here. I'm just moving forward. My opponent, he shifted all of his cav. Well, he shifted a lot of his cav to this forestry. You might see him later on, and he has some cav up here too. But he's primarily going to be static at this point. But here are his 4 units of Cretan archers. And he's got some mercenary Iberian swordsmen, and for some reason he put a lot of upgrades into this 1 unit. Alright, here's a cav unit right here. See it? He's moving up over here. It's an isolated unit here. I guess he just wants to scout me out. And I don't want to be scouted out, so I'm going to send in my Cretan archers to hinder his observation operations here. There go my Cretans. No, you can't look at us, no. Yeah, go away. I actually managed to hit one of them. That was a lucky shot. Yeah, the aim there wasn't to kill them. That would have been a plus, but the aim was really just to hinder him. But he's got some more cav out there. Remember, he has more cav than I do. A lot of them are the Carthaginian cav. He also has some noble cav as well. But the rest of his infantry, he's got these Carthaginian hoplites, Libyan infantry. The Libyan infantry are sword units. Look to be carrying the Thurio spear. I mean the Thurio shield. Most of them. This one's carrying a hoplon here. So that's what's happening here. I left my general on this wing here, just to observe the Carthaginian cav movements, because as I said earlier, they were in this vicinity, so I just wanted to have eyes on them before he sprang upon my army. And I got my left wing of cav over here, keeping an eye out in case his cav up here comes down. So these guys are hidden right now, my dudes. Now I'm going to move up here. My plan was to get on this hill undetected. But as I said earlier, he did have cav up here. And you'll see them in a second. As I get closer to the hill, they start to appear. See them? Carthaginian cav and Carthaginian cav. So yeah, it was a twofold maneuver here. One was to get eyes on his dudes, and another was hopefully to get up there undetected. That was wishful thinking though. So he comes down. I'm going to rush my left wing cav back down. And I'm going to send in my Cretan archers to ward off these guys. I don't want them chasing my dudes. I really don't like that. So here come my Cretans. Taking aim. So he gets He gets rattled a little bit there, so he's gonna run away back to his hill. And you see what I'm doing? As I scare his cav away with my archers, I'm gonna shift all of my weight over this side. I want this hill. Because this hill anchors his right flank there. If I take that hill, that would shatter his positioning. Here comes more of his Carthaginian cav. He sees my archers there. I'm gonna switch targets and target these guys. These guys are gonna take a beating here. He seems more determined with this one. And I'm moving up my phalanx to intercept. See them? They were right there. And as he retreats, my guy's gonna get more shots on his dudes once I take him out of skirmish mode. So look at bam. And you can see in all that ruckus, I was able to sneak my cav back onto the hill without being seen. So look at that, 13 kills on those guys. And he does see my cav now. Yeah, they're not hidden anymore. And he thought he could get my guys out of phalanx, so he went for a charge. They were out of phalanx, but I was able to squeeze them back into phalanx on time. So he was feeling kind of bold then. But yeah, I'm just moving my guys this way. Where I was. I want to get rid of these cav units, but I want to take command of this hilltop here. And that would shatter his positioning. And he's making no move for this. And once his cav is dead, I decided just to push onward.
Double time.
So still the movement from the Carthaginians, and that's why I decided, hey, yeah, this hill's mine. I'm gonna take it. And it was during that time he started shooting my guys. I took some actually I took a lot of casualties there. 18. That's a lot of deaths. So he has no desire to fight this way. So he's gonna move away from there. That's not a good spot for him to be in. You can see more of his cav coming out. That's his previous cav. Here's his general. His general is a noble cav. Those guys are pretty rough. And as I get my archers up here, that gives me superior firing position. So they're not shooting from it yet, but that will give me superior fighting positioning. But I'm basically just taking shots on these guys as their backs are turned, as they try to get back into position. So this is the new positioning here. While those guys are still kind of jumbled there, I'm going to take more shots. This is a ripe target here. Okay, well I guess I didn't shoot as much as I thought I would. I definitely wanted a piece of those noble cav with my archers, but that wasn't happening. Nope. None of them killed. Yeah, I killed some infantry though. No, I didn't. I saw blood splatter. Must have been from a previous kill. Anyhow, time to target his skirmishers now. That was my objective. So you can see the pacing for this battle is gonna be a lot more deliberate here. I want to be careful with my troops. I don't want to lose them carelessly. I should have spread my archers out a little bit thinner though. Actually, a lot thinner than that. But you know, I got the first shots on them, so that's good. Some of you guys are in flaming mode. Probably not the most effective for targeting other archers. Ooh, blood splatter. Look at that guy, that was gruesome. He does not like that positioning, so he's gonna move back. But look at it, it's this Cretan hell here. He moves back, now I'm gonna target these guys. I see all those upgrades on him, so I'm like, hey, what's this destroy him? Because I know these swordsmen, they don't have much in terms of shields and armor. So I just focus all my Cretans on them, as his Cretans are way back. So it only took a few volleys. And look how fast it went down. That was a serious blow to his army right there. The die is cast. Then I'm gonna switch targets back to his archers, I believe. Let's see. Yep. And then, see his cav, they're facing the wrong way, which makes him a soft target here. Moving down the phalanx, just in case he decides to charge my archers. But I have my leftmost archer unit, this one right here. I eventually see that his cav is not facing the right way, and they're within range of my archers. Okay, well, one of these days, they will switch targets. They're still targeting the archers, but yeah, during the battle, I had them targeting these guys here. So that is a target you can't ignore. Alright, here they go.
Take aim! Take aim!
And during this time, I did have my cav, my left wing cav behind my left flank, and my right wing cav over here. I had to bring up my general because my archers were starting to get morale lowered, or morale decrease. So I brought my general up to influence. Anyways, now I'm targeting these guys, and he does not see me switching targets to his cav. He notices it a little bit later, but way too late. You should never lose horses like this.
I'm bleeding! I told you that was sharp! You twat!
Alright, that's when he notices it. He's like, uh-oh, what was I doing? By then it's too late. I already killed more than 50% of his cav in that one squadron there. So that was a huge blow. He's still in range though. But now he's got his shields facing the right way. Now, offered a flank target. I'm gonna take my cav. He didn't see him at first, so I charged down. Remember, they were hidden in the trees. So I used my charge to take on his guys. Got my Thessalians fighting on this side. That first unit just starts to break. They only lost like, what, 4 horses before they shattered. That's because they were down already to 29 from 60 in the initial charge. Yeah, I know what he was trying to do. He wanted to sideswipe on my archers, but because my cav was hidden, he didn't see my cav waiting for him. So he lost all of his cav right there. And at this point, most of my archers are out of ammo. I think one of them still has ammo, but I'm going to bring up my infantry. Tribunos! He still has more infantry than I do, though. But I'm going to stick him with my sarissas. I'm going to send my cav around here over here. Threaten his archers, and also threaten an envelopment on his other cav. His cav's going to come in and start taking out my archers. I've got my general and my sarissa cav waiting. Sarissa cav is considered shot cav. They're very cheap. Yeah, they have a pretty good charge, but in a stand-up fight, they're not going to last too long. So they actually break immediately with that first charge from his noble cav. So my general's holding his ground over here. I was able to cast some spells on his cav units. So since my cav swung around, I ignored his slingers. I'm going to take my Thessalians, activate their trample, and then charge into the backs of his infantry. And I can take my citizen cav, and I'm going to reinforce my general unit over here. I'm going to charge into his cav. At the same time, bringing up my archers who are out of ammo. I'm going to send them into this big fight brewing behind the phalanx here. And I'm just cyclo-charging with my Thessalians. They have a pretty good charge bonus. He, on the other hand, is enveloping my phalanx here. Remember, he has more infantry than I do. So he's getting some good attacks over here. But I'm still launching rear chargers, and my general is fighting for his life. I got a lot more flags than he does, but most of these flags are archers. But yeah, general versus general over here. See that? And then he rushed in his Carthaginian hoplites. He made a tactical choice there. Instead of enveloping my phalanx on this side, he decided to reinforce his general. So it was a tactical mistake. I don't think it was the best choice. But yeah, his guy is starting to break over there. See that? Still launching my rear charges. Well, I was. When they got this low, I went for his slingers, but these guys are going bye-bye. See? Bam, they're gone. But they accomplished their mission of wrecking the Carthaginian infantry, and his general finally bit the dust and all of his other cav and Carthaginian hoplites nearby. So that's going to shatter the nearby units there, and it's a domino effect. They all start to break. So the Antigonids win this battle. Yeah, I'm just going to refer to Macedon as the Antigonids, since they refer to the Seleucids as Seleucids. Why not? Alright, so, let's go look at these. Oh yeah, for Egypt, I'll refer to them as the Ptolemies. We'll look at the damage here. So yeah, he had 4 units of Carthaginian cav and 1 noble cav. I had 1 companion, 1 Thessalian, and 2 light cav. We were equal in archers though, but I think when I took that hilltop, he that really screwed up his strategy. But he still could have won it though, because he did have more infantry, so he could have potentially destroyed my phalanx. Anyways, good game to my opponent. Hope you guys enjoyed this.